In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 places or accounts where I invest or put my money in. First, I put my money in a TFSA, or called Tax-Free Savings Account, here in Canada, or in US, they refer to it as Roth IRA. What I like about this account is that the money that you put into it, it can grow over time, and at the end, when you withdraw it, you don't get taxed on any of the gains because it's tax-free. In a tax-free savings account, you can hold investments like GICs, bonds, mutual funds, cash, things like that. It's also good to know that you can withdraw your money anytime from a TFSA account without having to pay any penalty for withdrawing. Also, with a TFSA, when you die, you can roll over the amount to your spouse or a dependent without any tax implications. You can also designate a beneficiary for it. The second basket where I put my money is in an RRSP. Let me say that again. RRSP, or Registered Retirement Savings Plan. It's called 401k in the US, but we call it RRSP here in Canada. What I like about putting my money here is that I get to save a lot of money in taxes. Here in Canada, where I live, we have a progressive tax system. This means the more money a person earns, the more money he pays in taxes, or the higher his marginal tax rate is. This is the current marginal tax rate here in Canada, and I would fall in the second bracket according to the income I earn from my job. Just like with TFSA, you have the option to roll over the amount of money in your RRSP to your spouse when you die, or to a beneficiary. As well, you have the option to hold investments like cash, bonds, mutual funds, GICs in an RRSP. So, how exactly does putting money in your RRSP save you tax? Say your taxable income for the year is $75,000. That would put you in a second tax bracket. So let's say you decided to contribute $15,000 towards your RRSP. If you've contributed $15,000 towards your RRSP, then your new taxable income now would be $60,000 instead of $75,000. So $75,000 minus $15,000 is $60,000. So your taxable income now is $60,000. And certainly 30% of $60,000 is less than 30% of $70,000. So the difference between the two is the amount of money you'll save in taxes. So the third basket where I put my money is in a universal life insurance. Explain why I like to put my money in this basket. So what's a universal life insurance? Universal life insurance, just like any other insurance, pays out a lump sum of money to your beneficiary when you pass. So you can designate your estate as your beneficiary or your loved ones. And what's great about it is that your estate or your loved ones get the money tax-free, so no tax at all. Universal life insurance is composed of 3 parts, and it protects somebody from 3 different scenarios. And it is a type of a permanent insurance, so it provides lifetime coverage unlike a term insurance. Is it important to have this kind of insurance or protection? So if you look at this illustration right here, you'll see that at the very base is a foundation. Do you have a house? Does it have a strong foundation? What will happen to a house without a strong foundation? It will collapse, right? So that also is true with your finances. If you don't have a strong foundation, then your finances will collapse. So let's go back. I mentioned earlier that universal life insurance is composed of 3 parts. It covers you in 3 scenarios. When you die, it pays a lump sum, tax-free amount to your beneficiary or to your loved ones. That's what we call death benefit. The second component to it is a living benefit. This provides a lump sum tax-free money that is payout to you as the holder of that life insurance or the owner of that life insurance, and it pays out a lump sum tax-free money when you get sick. When you get diagnosed with a life-threatening condition or some of the most common conditions such as stroke or heart attack, etc. Also pays out if you get disabled. The third component to a universal life insurance is the cash value. This money is the money that you can access when you retire and can provide an additional cash flow. So to reiterate, universal life insurance covers you in 3 scenarios. When you die too soon, you get a death benefit. When you live too long, you have the money, you can access the cash value. And when you get sick, you get a tax-free lump sum payment from the living benefit component of a universal life insurance.